And now to our second major story. Traders in Bamenda Cameroon on Tuesday went on protest following the closure of 4 major markets in the metropolis. Angry business owners who were blocked from entering their shops gathered outside one of the major markets, Ntarikon, the site of weekly boycotts led by English-speaking leaders who began publicly pressing for reforms in October 2016. Cameroonian authorities want to put an end to Operation Ghost Town, the almost 1-year-long sit-at-home protest against an alleged French-speaking bias by the Cameroonian Anglophone Civil Society Consortium. The Anglophone effort, led by Cameroonian professionals seeking to address identified political, economic and social inequalities in their communities, has been met with resistance by President Paul Biya's Francophone government.
The Cameroon government has decided to ensure the school year 2017-2018 opens on September 4th in the English-speaking part of the country. There are more than 400 soldiers and police officers who will be deployed in the Anglophone part of Cameroon in order to counter protests or other rising disturbances that could get worse. The English-speaking crisis has been over demands of the federalism in Cameroon, 2 independent states of the Francophone and Anglophone. Many English schools opposing this idea are entangled in the events. Refusal to obey orders led to 8 deaths, ending protests in the streets, leaving room for dead town operations which are paralyzing economic activities.
Ces opérations ville morte qui, elles, paralysent les activités économiques de la ville de Bamenda.
And now we speak with our correspondent in Bamenda Cameroon, Joel Kwam. Good morning, Joel. Please tell us, could you describe the situation in Bamenda after after the closure of the markets yesterday?
It must be said that in the city of Bamenda, the situation may seem calm, but there is tension. Hyper-militarized for a few days. We've been observing for some days now military vehicles and water cannons placed in certain places in the city. Even if a precarious calm prevails, it is feared that the situation will degenerate in the days to come. You know, it will be back to school, but the activities have promised to do everything possible to prevent opening the school year. And since yesterday, the minister is traveling throughout these regions.
How were these renewed calls for Operation Ghost Town received in Bamenda?
Indeed, it should be remembered that the dead cities, which have passed to 3 days now, are widely followed in all the 2 regions. The first of its kind took place last week with a bloody impact on activities of all kinds in both regions, a situation that aims to show the mobilizing force and ability of these activists who say that the fight has just started. And this day was marked by a ghost town special against the delegate of government officer Vincent Domo. Indeed, it happens that the delegate has decided to close the shops of those who followed the slogan of Ghost Town, shops that were built by the urban community. But unfortunately, many traders closed shop in fear and others still in protest to find a solution to the forcefully closed businesses.
De fermer leurs boutiques en signe de protestation et de soutien à ceux dont les boutiques ont été fermées ce jour.
We have learned that the government has also decided to restrict access to the area and asked the TV station CBC TV to stop broadcasting. What exactly is it intending to achieve with all of these actions?
Yes, concerning the government's decision to restrict access to the SCBC TV station, it must be said that the closure only followed a note to the cable distributors of the zone who were ordered to shut down the broadcasting signal of this station, a TV channel that, against all expectations, would already be on the satellite. But no cable is needed to receive it, even by satellite signaling in this part of the country. Even without, it's possible.
The tension in the English-speaking part of Cameroon seemed to have abated in the recent time. But with this, I mean, please tell us, why again do we have this?
Oui, en fait, elles n'ont jamais été
Yes,
calmes.
in fact, it has never been calm. The thing is, the media did not paint the true picture until the decision of the government to send missions of consultations to Cameroonians abroad about this crisis, a situation that turned into drama with the attacks on members of this commission, including certain embassies of Cameroon, were taken by storm with the flag removed and banned by secessionists. And in the coming days, according to messages circulating in this part of the country, the situation in the city will be difficult. Indeed, the activists have announced that they will do everything possible to boycott the new school year that begins on September 4th. They say that the battle has only begun and have called on residents to stay at home. And it should be noted that the government has decided to deploy a contingent of 400 security officers to ensure the school year opens here. But one can't be sure the schools will indeed open.